Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avadon 2. Last episode, we found our way to Fort Foresight, and there were a lot of wretches around here, and they seemed to be hunting for us. Little concerning, to say the least. That's it, we managed to make it to the fort. Time to go speak with the commander. Then we'll speak with everyone else. But first, Commander. Records hall. No Avadon outpost would be complete without a hall of records. Avadon gathers huge amounts of information, and keeping it all straight and accessible is the main job of the eyes. However, this eye is unusually agitated. She's shifting around piles of paper, far more than you would expect for a fort this young. When you enter, she looks annoyed. "I am Jaslyn. I hope you don't need any information. I don't have time to find it. I'm collecting, not distributing." "What is your task here?" "Information, collection, processing, distribution. It is the work of the eyes, and we are learning much from our observations of the Tawan Empire." "Why are you so busy?" "Because of Counselor Falana. She's staying with us, making us all miserable." "What's she doing?" "She's on Hanvar's council. She hates Avadon, and she thinks we spend too much money. Thus I have to provide manifests, ledgers, accounts of what information we have gathered. It's a great way to spend my time. It's not like the Pact has any real problems to face." Jaslyn is still a tornado of activity, pulling piles of records off of the shelves and sorting through them. "You said that you collect information." "That is my task. In particular, you are encouraged to collect any secret information about the Pact or any magical secrets that would unduly aid the Farlands. If you find any Pact records or arcane notes, bring them to me. I will pay you, and you will keep weapons out of the hands of the enemy." "Well, I found some Pact records for you." Jaslyn takes the records and inspects them. "Yes, these look like they should be kept out of the hands of the Farlanders. Well done." She pays you 50 coins per page. Have I earned more of a reward than just coins?" "Well, that seems fair." She produces a wand from her desk and gives it to you. "Well, I also have a set of arcane notes." Jaslyn takes the scrolls and inspects them. "What a mess. I can't read any of this. Still, seems esoteric. I think they should be kept out of the hands of the Farlanders. Well done." She pays you 30 coins per page. "I'll be going now." She gives you a brusque nod and goes back to sorting records. "Well, okay then. A little bit. Of course, you might be able to find a Farlander who is willing to pay more." "No, I'm not going to give these to Farlanders." "Why? Why the hell would I? It's a stupid idea." "Unless you're trying to ally with them, but I'm not. I'm working for Avadon. I'm trying to help them." Here's Ietsu. The commander of this humble fort is standing at the head of the table, surrounded by the piles of maps and messages that come with the post. There is a refreshing lack of bottles of alcohol surrounding her. She waves you forward. "Yes, welcome. You are Hanfarin, yes? Courier brought this letter today. I am Ietsu, and Redbeard has honored me with command here. I can give you your next set of directions. Please, also take the chance for a good meal and a hot bath." I talked to Laris. He has ideas about how to better... Ietsu cuts you off. "Yes, he's complained repeatedly. Normally I'd allow it, however my orders are explicit. We must keep our presence here as quiet as possible, not draw any attention. If I let him start digging trenches, or build a fleet of ships or whatever else, every wretch, ogre, and worst Tawan in the area would think we are here to fight. The answer is no. Don't ask again." "Well, you could at least let him scout." "I ran into some wretches on the way here." Yetsu nods. "Yes, we've been seeing a lot of those pests nearby, enough that it is suspicious. We're watching the problem closely." I found the scroll on their chief. Etsu looks at it, then you, then it again. "This is you. The creature was hunting you? Very odd. I thought they were simple pests. I will inform the Black Fortress of this. I think Harp Fortress will be very interested." "Inform no one. I'll handle it personally." While Ietsu thinks it odd, she puts down her pen. She watches as you roll the scroll back up and pocket it. "As you wish." "Indeed, I shall. Tell me about this fort." "It is new, as you can tell. Construction began about 2 weeks after the assault on Avadon 3 years ago. We have one simple task." "Are there many forts like this?" Only a few. I can't tell you where. Avadon keeps the locations of its outposts as secret as possible, especially in the last few years, when our unknown enemies began to hunt hands for sport. Are you properly equipped? No. Since Avadon was sacked, Hanvar's council looks for any excuse to cut our budget and sap our power. That's why Councillor Falana is in the fort now. Our enemies watch us carefully, looking for any excuse to drain us further. What's the purpose of this fort? We watch the Tawan Empire. Since we learned of Delis, we have been observing that particular Farland very closely, and not only because Delis is from there. What's been happening in the Tawan? Oh, many suspicious things. More of their soldiers on their roads, purchasing more raw materials, mayors and lords avoiding us or lying when we track them down. Many little things, all suspicious. Ayetsu looks up at you from her chair. Do you need anything else? I'm sure Redbeard will want you to continue the hunt for Delis. Hart Callan asked me to speak with Councillor Falana. Any advice? I wouldn't bother. She is a confirmed foe of the Black Fortress, but then... Hart did ask. Do what she wants. Try not to anger her. Perhaps you can find a way to bring her to our side. I'm not optimistic. How'd you come to be out here? I was available. I suspect that I was simply the first eye Redbeard saw after he decided to build Fort Foresight. I've been here since this was just a grassy field. It's been a great effort. Why did he need an eye? Well, the primary purpose of Fort Foresight is observation. We watch the Tawan, figure out what they are doing and where Delis is. This is the province of the eyes. Should a war start and more direct action be required, I will be replaced with a hand. It's been a big job. Well, building an outpost and spy network from nothing inside of 3 years with inadequate staffing and materials? Yes, it's been a bit of a slog. What can you tell me about my mission? Well, as you learned in the corruption, Delis, if he exists, is hiding in the temples in the Tawan. This is good information, but very delicate. The Tawan are very sensitive about their temples, and the temples are very dangerous. I'm sending you to the town of Serdika. She marks the location on your map. It's an odd place, but I've been able to enlist one spy there. A young artist by the name of Valens. Go there and he will tell you what temple to go to. Be very careful, though. Do nothing to draw attention to him. Tell me about Serdika. Well, we actually know very little about it. It is very small, but very wealthy, and very, very tight-knit. Getting a spy there was very difficult. You'll find few friends there. Why are you sending me to Serdika? You're not the only spies I'm sending into the Tawan, of course. I'm sending you into Serdika in particular because... She looks at her maps and thinks about it for a long moment. I think it is a suspicious place. It is just a hunch, but... Oh, it's so wealthy and so hard to infiltrate, and there seems to be a lot of troop movement around there. It's gone unexamined for too long. Tell me about Valens. A young, promising artist, but he has debts and a problem with wine. He was easy to recruit. However, you need to be very careful when talking to people. Say nothing that makes them think that Valens is of particular interest to you. Tell me about Tawan temples. Oh, it is an odd field of study. We know so little about them, but... The Tawan worship their ancestors. In particular, they worship their sovereigns, their ultimate leaders, as gods. Every sovereign of note has a massive temple built in his or her honor. And that leads to the odd thing. Who is the current leader of the Tawan? Sovereign Vartius is his name. He's deep into his dotage, too busy drooling into his cup to act against the pact. Whoever Delis is, we believe he keeps a distance from the official Tawan government. What is the odd thing? We believe that... Oh, it's strange. It seems that the worship of the Tawan brings their sovereigns back to a sort of life, as a ghost or a presence or... I don't know. Bear this in mind when investigating. There may be powerful, unpredictable magic at work. Oh dear. Is Delis a lich? Is Delis a former sovereign come back as a lich or something? Oh dear. Why do you know so little about them? The Tawan are very protective of their temples and their bizarre gods. Investigating them was not thought worth the strife it caused. This makes the temples the perfect place for Delis to hide. This is also why we can't leave them alone anymore. Understood. Thank you. We will investigate this information as soon as we can. And, of course, we can't take any of those. I didn't think so. Alright, anything else to look at here? Sure, use a single lockpick. Oh, there's actually a book in here. No, 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 I want you to close that door. Thank you. Now, what have we got here? We got a heal scroll, charm foe, a wand of ice. I guess we can give that to you. You've already got 3. And a sapphire. This book is about Hulklandia. It's been added to your codex. Alright, let's read about Hulklandia. Hulklandia, one of the 5 nations of the Pact, is the land of the folk. Centuries of warfare left Hulklandia with an understandably paranoid outlook. To them, there are the folk, good loyal Hulklandians who can be trusted and valued, and the outsiders, who are to be regarded with mistrust at best. Outsiders are, of course, anyone who is not of the folk. Hulklandian society is highly stratified. Every member of the folk undergoes a rigorous period of testing, mental and physical. The results of this trial determine that citizen's unalterable life path. The talented child of a peasant farmer might become a lord, but he will stay a lord for life. Families in Hulklandia are tightly knit clans, and ties of blood demand unquestionable support in any conflict. But at the same time, members of the same army, wing of the bureaucracy, or other social unit are also supposed to stand together against outsiders. These 2 obligations can frequently come into conflict. To manage divided loyalties, Hulklandians have a dizzying web of customs, etiquette, and rules of warfare. The countless laws that govern Hulklandian life, many unwritten, some even unspoken, are frequently impenetrable to outsiders, and sometimes to the folk as well. Hulklandia's membership in the Pact is not without difficulties. For the last 2 years it has flirted with undeclared war with its eastern neighbor, Kalimdariel. Their cause? Their centuries-long unresolved conflict over the Barossa Woods region. Let's see. Wildrealm, Kvad, Darn, Kalimdariel, Hulklandia. Okay, we've explored all 5 of those. I wonder how much more of these there are. We must have done most of them. Let's see. Titan Peaks, Corruption, Vorgold, Tawan Empire, Chimeria. Okay, that's all those. I don't know what we're missing. Okay. That's kitchen and such. And that's just a stairway. Alright, we've explored everything in here. Now we can explore the other buildings in this area. So where's the guy who was standing over here? Ah, there he is. Laris. I talked to Etsu about your ideas. She still says no. He spits on the ground. A lot of good soldiers are going to die because of her. Hope I'm not one of them. He turns and walks off toward the river. Yeah, I can imagine. Alright, let's take a look at this, this building over here first. The training hall. Training hall. Yep. Okay. Hand Briand. This is the training hall of the fort, where the warriors who are stationed here improve their skills. A blade master is in charge. Warriors of the Kava make the best trainers. They are the most unforgiving of failure. She nods to you. The traveling hand. I am pleased you stopped by. I am Hand Briand. Etsu told me to provide you all the help I can. I have a few items that might be of use. You are the trainer here. I am. The few soldiers we get, I beat them into shape. Every Avadon outpost has a trainer. Is this your first stint as a trainer? Yes. It's a great honor. Also, it's nice to be the one doing the hitting. Why are trainers so important to Avadon? To be a hand, or eye, or heart, means to always be learning, seeking, improving. The Farlands are always seeking any weakness, any weapon that could destroy us. We need to keep up. Hand Briand idly throws javelins at a target dummy. Need anything else, Farron? How can you train me? She inspects you with a practiced eye. I must admit your skill is already greater than mine. I can't increase your power, though with time I could help you to refocus the strength you already have. I can retrain you. What is retraining? Sometimes, as you gain experience, you may find that you have been trained in ways that no longer work for you. I can help you to refocus that skill in different ways. Okay, can enable you to respend all of your skill points, putting them into different skills and abilities. Won't lose any levels or experience. Be warned, you'll need to retrain the character. I don't need that. You're content with your knowledge? Well, I am pleased. You have something for trade. Etsu has trusted me with the artifacts of value trusted to the fort. Not mundane stores, but the rare possessions of Avadon. I have both scarabs and a handful of blessing stones. The stones are... I don't know what they are exactly. Totems, little blessings you can carry around with you. Carry them, not own them. Not own them? The artifacts of Avadon are loaned. When you die, your scarabs and totems will be passed down to your successors. I see. Let me see the scarabs. Scarab of Warfare, Strength and Dexterity, that is useful. Calling Scarab, pulls nearby foes closer. Meh. Vibrating Scarab, Berserk Leap. Ooh. Okay, that could be handy for you. The Scarab of Warfare, that is something useful. Let me see the totems. Avadon Anger Totem. +1 chance to parry and +1 chance to riposte. Vitality Totem. 2% less time for abilities recharge, 1% to blessing and curses. Accuracy Totem. 10% to critical hit, 1% to missile. Evasion Totem. 15% chance to evade attacks, 2% to healing. Expensive stuff, but I guess some of these could be useful. Nothing we need to carry with us right now, but I guess they could be useful if we hand these to our companions. I'm running out of room in my own pack, in all honesty. The Vitality Totem, probably not really that useful. Accuracy Totem would be a little handy. Evasion Totem may be handy. Anger Totem I like. Alright, can I sell something to you? No, I don't deal with junk. Go talk to Timon. Timon. Wait, there's a Timon? Okay. You know what? So I don't forget it later, get the Scarab of Warfare. We'll head back to Avadon at some point and put it on. Alright. So what's in these rooms here? That's stairway down. What's underneath? Okay, this is probably just storage and like. Not sure what's inside. Let's find out. And nothing of use there, and lockpick, potion of recovery there. Okay, that's something. And over here, more training hall. Sure, use 2 lockpicks. We used 1 already. And what have we got in here that can be used? Pick, don't need that. For recovery. Tainted buckler. I think, wait, magical damage. I think we can sell that, honestly. Alright, let's see what's downstairs. I'm curious. Light, please, thank you. Oh, wait. That should go in the, trash bin. Nothing here. What about over here? These are the cellars of Fort Foresight. You're surprised by how built up they are. A huge portion of the effort into building this fort went into digging out these tunnels and shoring them up with logs. Granted, storage space is very important, but you wonder what down here justifies all the urgent effort. I'm guessing we can reach this from just about anywhere. Warning, South Hall is secured. Ooh, gold bar. Yeah, we can probably get down here from anywhere. And that just leads up into another location, I bet. So if the South Hall is secured, what's in there? Can we pick the lock? Take 1 lockpick. We'll investigate there after we finish looking around upstairs at all the stuff that's up there. There's 2 more rooms we need to look at. 2 more buildings. Which is the guest hall and the hands hall. I guess the hands hall first. See if there's anyone in here to look at. There are 2 hands sitting at this table, leaning forward and whispering about something. When you get close, they get very quiet. When you walk away, they give you a respectful nod and return to their plans. Can't take anything there. Heavy recruitment, the Tawon. Guest quarters. Can't open that. Ooh, another book. What's on this one? The Barossa Woods. Ah, alright, let's give it a read. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it at the bottom? There it is. The Barossa Woods are one of 2 contested territories in central Linnaeus, lands whose ownership is claimed by 2 states in the Pact. These woods are between Kellamdariel and Hulklandia and have been the cause of much bloodshed since the Black Age. The woods themselves are not particularly variable, unlike the contested lands to the south. They are a thick forest full of wild beasts and the occasional bandit tribe. The Kellam and the Hulklandians are proud peoples, each of which has made the fervency of their claims on this forest very clear. In past years, Avadon would arrest or otherwise neutralize politicians who tried to stir up violence between the two nations. The sack of Avadon changed things drastically. Now nobody is able or willing to force Kalimdariel and Hulklandia to keep the peace. Already their soldiers have begun to gather at the borders of the wood. If nothing is done soon, things may get very ugly indeed. That is indeed concerning. No, let's not pick that lock. We don't need to. It's just a guard. Don't need to take anything out of there. I won't bother picking that lock. I mean, I could, but meh. Foresight Quartermaster. Ah. This is a small shop where a tinker works to sell minor supplies and repairs to the hands and eyes that pass through. A small Daramite man runs up to greet you when you enter. Welcome, Hand! I am Timon. I'm so pleased that you could stop in. I can trade with you at any hour. Don't be afraid to wake me. I am here to serve. How'd you come to be here? Well, I am not a true servant of Avadon. I am but a shopkeeper. However, I was able to convince the eyes who planned this fort to give me exclusive access to the bold hands who pass through here. Avadon doesn't hire shopkeepers. Timon seems confused. Well, why would they do that? Avadon always hires outsiders to do the menial tasks, leaving the true servants of the Black Fortress free to keep us all safe. You convinced an eye to let you open a shop here. How'd you do that? I made a very good case for how my services were the best, both in price and quality. What else would I do? We'll give a bribe for starters, but you're too polite to mention it. Timon is still tending to his shop. He stands a respectful distance from you, but he is ready to leap forward the moment you need assistance. Have you had trouble getting supplies out here? Some, I'm afraid. The basics, like wheat and wood, have been easy. There have been a few higher quality items, however, that have been difficult to find. Oh, pity. I would pay well if someone could bring certain things to me. Well, maybe I can help you. Could you? If you did, I would compensate you for the minor effort. I have recently had requests for a fine steel chisel and a new hoe. Also, I need a set of bellows for my forge. Chisel, hoe, and bellows. Great! This is going to be a hunt for materials. One of these things. Oh, God. And... okay, we need to keep a hunt and our eyes open for those. I remember I saw chisel somewhere in the last episode, I think, but I don't remember where. Hoe? I'd probably find it... wait a minute. I think I could find a chisel in that... I think there's a chisel in that, whatever it's called that we looked at before. The place that Tinker Mage had us look in. Which makes sense considering they were working on stone constructs. A hoe? That we'd probably find in any farm or the like. Set of bellows? Yeah, we need to look for a forge. Okay. I'd like to do some shopping. Of course, I can trade for useful equipment you find on the road. I also sell items both mundane and remarkable. What do you have that's mundane? Mundane stuff. Some Titan Steel stuff, but still. What about remarkable? Okay, that's potions, scrolls, rune stones. Oh. Rune steel mesh. Breastplate of the tower. I have something to sell. Sell that. Sell that. Sell those. Wait, when did we get a Rod of the Deep Woods? Hold on to that. We might use it. I don't need anything else. Alright. Please return again if you need something. Chisel, hoe, and bellows. We'll keep our eyes open for those. Okay. Nothing there. You know what? I'm going to use those two lockpicks, see what's in here. I want to see. Yes. Just a couple chests. Is there anything useful in the chests? This box contains dirty clothes, tools, and a few scrolls covered with scrawled notes. It all belongs to a hand named Xander. One of the notes is interesting. The path to the escaped lord grows warmer. Evidence that he was heading for Serdika, then turned away. I slip over the border tomorrow, looking to learn. I take my horn to identify my corpse if I am lost. It is the last note he left. There is no date. Very interesting. Path to the escaped lord. That must be Griffin. So he was heading to Serdika and then turned away. This will be interesting. I'm keeping that on record. Alright. And he said something about his horn to identify him if he's lost. Alright. Alright, leaving here, that just leaves the guest quarters. In we go. This must be where that, Yep, Counselor Falana. Although Fort Foresight is very rough and rustic, they have made sure to have luxurious guest quarters for any important visitors. Like this woman. When you enter, she sets aside her cup and pen and rises from her couch. Her guests start to search you, but she waves them away. "Peace, warriors. This is the honored Farron, ascending hand of Avadon. Have no fear." As a guard fetches you some tea, she says, "Welcome. I am Falana, full Daramite representative of Hanvar's council. I am glad you stopped by. I wanted to speak with you." "You're a member of Hanvar's council?" "I am so honored. I have been chosen, one of 3 Daramites on the council. I learn, I travel, I vote. I do what I can to embody the true spirit of the pact." "Who chose you?" "The people. Well, they chose their mayors. The mayors assembled and chose me. So the people chose me indirectly, but it happened in the Daramite way." "Daramite ways are odd, but I like how you govern yourselves." She laughs gently in a way that only projects cold certainty. "Lovely, but you realize your opinion does not matter to me." "Why are you here?" "Well, funny thing. I was looking through Avadon's ledgers, and I found that lots of money was disappearing. Turns out Redbeard was diverting the gold to build this place, without the formality of consulting with the council. Intriguing, yes? How could I resist coming and finding what was going on?" "Did Redbeard do wrong?" "How can he? Laws don't apply to him. He can do whatever he wants to whoever he wants. On the other hand, the people who actually provide the gold sometimes like to find out where it goes. Idle curiosity, you know." "What have you learned?" "Very little. Etsu spends far more time smiling and nodding than providing information. Of course, I am used to this behavior from servants of Avadon." Falana reclines on her couch and sips from a cup of tea. "Join me for a time, Farron. I am always eager to speak with members of your odd sect. It is how I learn." "You wanted to speak with me?" "I did." She sips her tea. "It's been interesting. Everyone here has been all a-twitter about your arrival. Very excited. So tell me, why are you here?" She reclines back in her chair and smiles disarmingly. You suddenly start to feel very nervous. "I am hunting someone who has worked against Avadon. I cannot give more information than that." "Unfortunately, I can't choose that option. It's either lie and say that it's a standard patrol, tell the truth and say we're hunting Delis, or say that it's secret business." Again, I would try to give her a half-truth. What am I here for? Well, I am hunting someone in particular who may be working against Avadon and the Pact. I can give no more information than that. So I have to say that is secret Avadon business. Her eyebrows shoot up. "Really? So secret and important that you would conceal it from a full member of Hanvar's council? Oh, this is intriguing. I assure you that your efforts here now have my undivided attention. Thank you, Farron. Very helpful." "You wanted to speak with me?" "Not currently. Your previous answer is still being considered." "Is there anything I can do for you?" Counselor Falana tilts her head to one side. "The service of a hand offered freely. No need for a bribe. How odd. To answer your question, yes, there is something you can do. You will receive no payment. Avadon will gain no favor. It is simply something you can do." "Well, that's reasonable." "Then do this. Something is being built in the cellars, right below my feet, in fact. I can feel the vibrations, sense the magic. Something large is being constructed below. I want you to see it with your own eyes and describe it to me. That is all." "You haven't seen it yourself." "Etsu will not let me below, and she will not answer my questions. If you want to turn aside my increasing anger, you should find an answer to my question." "That's all for now, thanks." And we were going to investigate that, and we will. In the next episode, I think, because this has gone on long enough. Okay, that's fine. You sneak a peek inside Counselor Falana's lockbox. It's interesting that neither she nor her guard stopped you from coming back here. Unsurprisingly, you find nothing of value. Some pens, blank paper, clothes, a pipe. Nothing incriminating, of course. I suppose it's not really surprising. And she actually has her own bath. That's nice. Okay. Well, as I said, next episode... Wait a minute. There were no stairs in the east. There were no stairs in the buildings to the east, so where do those eastern stairs go to? Hold on. Or there were stairs, but I missed them, but I didn't see any. Ah. They go out here. Oh, I didn't realize there was a room here. I thought that went out the top. Okay. The Daramites and the Talon are united in their love of public baths. When off duty, this hall is where everyone in this fort comes to rest and talk. Oh, what the heck. You get some towels, sit, and soak for a while. Hey, a nice bath is nice to have. Nothing in there but sticks and a towel. Okay, that's fine then. I did not realize that room was there. That's fine. Okay, so, next episode, we'll investigate what's being hidden back here. I am very curious. That'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I am Chester44. That is Farron, Yoshiria, and Alkander. This has been an Avadon 2 Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.